Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on the Road Builder YouTube channel. Today we're starting a series, or I think it'll be a series, and each video we will be building another shop. It's for a new game I'm working on, but not really one that I'm putting full focus into, if that makes sense. So Super Slayers is still the main game that I'm focusing on with updates and everything like that. This is just more of a series project, and then if it turns out cool, we'll definitely make it a game. But first things first, we have to build a flower shop, and I've never modeled a flower at any point in my life. So today in Blender could possibly be quite the struggle, but I always like learning new stuff. So the goal is to turn this into something that's not this, okay? We want it to be super cool, super cute, everything like that. Let's hop into Blender and start making some flowers, probably like a simulator border type thing, and literally whatever else we could think to throw in here for decoration. Alright guys, to start everything off, we're going to delete everything in Blender because, bruh, we don't need it. Then we're going to add in a plane and really hope for the best, alright? I have not modeled flowers before, and I have a feeling a lot of what I learned from modeling the palm trees is going to be used in this tutorial. So, hopefully not, because I hate modeling palm trees. I genuinely am just not good at it. But hey, we're gonna try. So first things first, the base of the flower, okay? And then this, these will be like not even the flower themselves, if that makes sense. This will be like the, what would I call this? Like the middle? I don't even know what I would call this, guys. I'm not a flower expert over here. All right, we need to make that a little bigger. Let's see what this does. Okay, that's definitely doing what we want it to do. All right, and then let's do it here as well, a little smaller. Bring this end up, and then let me see. We will point these a little bit. This side, okay, I got it, boys. This one, we're gonna do S and X to scale in on this side, and then on this one, we're just gonna point it out. Let me turn off proportional editing, and let me turn on our local movement, which, of course, not going to change anything, so never mind. And this can be more of a point, something like that. Let's shade smooth and auto smooth, make it look a lot better. Something like this. That's a very hard edge, so I may need to bevel this edge. Quick little bevel, something like that, makes it a lot less hard of an edge. And then I may... should I bring these ones down, actually? Like this inner edge down instead of up. So like this. Yes, I think that is a better way to go about it, for sure. Vertice select mode. We're going to just kind of edit this thing until it looks aesthetically pleasing. It is going to take a little bit, though, because like I said, bro, flowers definitely not my strong suit. So probably the worst shop I could have started with. But I think this looks okay. So up next, let's make a stem for the flower. This will be like sort of the base that we can reuse, kind of recycle each time we want to make a new flower. I think it's just a very important part at the end of the day. So for the base, I'm just going to use a cylinder because, hey, sounds like a great idea to me. I'm going to set this to 12 sides. I want to keep the polys pretty low, but still a circle as well. Shrink this down somewhere around here. I think maybe right here would be a little bit better. And then S and Z to scale on the Z-axis just a little, though. The bottom, I want to add actually a bit of a pizzazz to this, okay? Like I said, I do want this to be quite a cool game, so what the heck? What? That has never happened to me before. It's like auto-rotating it. I've never had that happen, so I'm just gonna do it with extrude and do it myself because, yeah, rotate some of these, get them all nice so it's looking pretty good. And then, of course, I could shade smooth and it'll look even better. Move this one back a little bit because why not? Just to get a little bit more shape within the plant itself. This one could also be moved maybe this way a little bit. So something like this, and then we'll shade smooth and auto smooth, and that should make it look all right. Sort of, I guess. Let me bevel all of these just so they look a little bit better. That didn't help at all, actually. Okay, I'm restarting the stem. I'm gonna use the thing we do for trees, where you just use a point or a vertice. We'll go cube, edit mode, M, at center, and now we have a vertice, and I will use the skin modifier. That'll make it so much easier, and I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. All right, guys, this is so much better, like literally so much better already. So we're gonna just use this, very easy. Apply the skin modifier and apply this, and now we have this, and it looks pretty good. I can go ahead and shade smooth and auto smooth, and it should look so much better. It does. It looks so much better. Perfect. Now, since this is massively thick, we're going to have to do a little bit with the leaves. So let's go ahead and add a solidify modifier real quick and just make those a little bit thicker. Something like this actually looks pretty awesome. So I'm going to go with that. It is like a little on the thicker side, but I genuinely like that aesthetic. So guys, while I was working on the bottom of this, it actually looks more like a flower than a base. So yeah, I think I need to use this as the flower. Let me do Shift D, and we'll just drag it up for now, kind of out of the way here. We'll rotate it something like this, scale it down, put it on the little end right there, rotate it a little bit more, bring it down, something like this, all right? And of course, we'll have to kind of perfect that a little bit better, but that'll be okay. And I think the small ones should not be on the bottom. It should just be very large ones, and they should not be perfect. So I'm going to grab these two, rotate them a little bit, and then I'm going to add one. Well, I'm going to grab both just so it stays aligned, and then I'll rotate and then delete this one. So we have something like this, guys. And then I'm going to grab these two, scale them down a little bit. This one and this one will scale up a little bit, and this one will leave the same. So I think something like this, and then just get these so they're not like overlapping each other. So something like that. I think this is actually a pretty sick flower. So I'm gonna go ahead, build quite a few variants of flowers, texture them, and I don't know when I'm gonna check in, but the video's already long and I've only made this. Hey guys, so I made these 3 flowers so far. Got a couple variations. These two are pretty much the same. This one just has extra petals. And I'm at a point where I'm kind of copy and pasting and then editing some stuff so they look different. So I think it'd be wise to go ahead and texture these before I get too much further, because then when I copy and paste, it'll have the texture. So it's texture time. Boom! Everything textured. Now I'm going to go ahead and try to make some bushes with some plants on them, as well as some normal ones. And I'm not sure, maybe one more flower? It's just a shop, so like, I don't know how, like, a lot of them aren't even decorated. Most of them are just like 4 walls, you know? So I don't know how I'm going to do this just yet, but I just want it to look awesome. Alright guys, so I was just thinking of some more stuff to add. I have a few plants, a bush, and I know there's a way to like snap the, like for example, snap these flowers to the bush. I cannot remember it at all. And I also tried to learn how to use an ivy generator. Yeah, that didn't work. Close this. Get out of here. Get out of my sight. I don't know how to use that, okay? I'll admit it. But if I do learn, I think having some ivy in the background, very low poly ivy, nothing too detailed or anything, but I think it would help the aesthetic of the shop tremendously. I'm not sure if I'm gonna learn it or not, though, at least at this point in time. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead. We might as well do a little bit to this. I'm gonna finish texturing this, then we're gonna hop into studio. I'm gonna try to set up a little scene. I'm trying to not make this video absolutely forever. Alright guys, I know this video is going to be a bit longer. Some people love the longer videos, some people don't. I had to make a rock, so there's that. Now I need to make a little hill. I started building in Roblox. I'll show you guys the progress so far. It's looking really good, but I just want to keep adding stuff to it. This is going to be more of a, I mean, I guess we could call it like a passion project sort of thing. I know I said I wasn't going to do any passion projects until I considered myself financially stable, but, I mean, we just got to go for it. This is the whole wrong modifier. Subdivision surface. This is just going to, let me see, let's go, whoops, we'll go like 4, because why not? We'll apply this, and this is just going to make some really nice hills. Vertices select, proportional editing. We'll zoom in a little bit. How much is this grabbing? Oh, wait, I need to actually grab a vertice. Yeah, so that'll work. I'm gonna make some really subtle hills, and we're gonna get them into Roblox. Here's what I got so far, guys. So this shop theme is flowers, as you can see by the big text in front. And here's what I got so far. I think it's looking pretty good. I did build this little terrain. I don't know if I showed you guys that or not yet, but I think it's looking so good so far. Now I'm gonna make some like dirt hills, and then of course a lot more detail around the shop. Alright guys, so I just finished the flower themed shop. I think it looks pretty sick. I'm gonna need to add something behind the walls, I think. So like and behind this main wall, I'm just not exactly sure what yet. And as well as this is like detailed and everything, it also still seems empty. And that's because the items that will be sold in the game like what the shop was built for, I'm not putting those in the video because I don't want to give away the game idea. So yeah, here's the shop. Here's the step point where you're like enter the shop, if that makes sense. And I'm not sure if I'm going to put something behind the walls. I want to, but when I did these borders and kind of put those back behind it, stuff like this, it just made it seem really busy, like cluttered. I don't know if it's like in a good or a bad way either. So just for an example, I'll kind of do this so you guys can see. Well, that doesn't actually look that bad. Let me see. Yeah, that doesn't look that bad. Maybe I'll keep it like that and then do the same for the sides. So here's how it looks if I put them all on the sides, and now it definitely looks a bit cluttered. So I'm going to get rid of these. I'll probably keep these back ones. I'm not sure, but there's the shop. And I think that's what we're going to call it for today. If you want me to do this as a series, we have tons of themes already for the shops, so make sure to let me know in the comments below. But make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.